There we go. Gonna at least try to go for the first stage and see how I feel. I am fully aware it's a hard mode. Like, I've heard the stories. I'm pretty sure I've seen some gameplay before, but I've never actually tried it myself. So, we gotta see just how hard the hard mode gets. Like, it's a Kirby game! How hard could it possibly be? Oh, really? Kirby can't eat the cake? Part of the cake person? If you say so. It's like, I've been off continuing my thought, although I don't know how long I'm gonna actually get to talk before I get into game focus mode. Kirby's Forgotten Land was in 100%. It's so painful. Cool, he's got a fancy new dash attack. Just what I need. I feel like this is getting nowhere. There we go. After all, the definition of madness is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result. Oh, what's my train of thought? Oh yeah, like... I've kind of been all over the place with streaming ever since I finished streaming my playthrough of Golden Sun. Well, that's a nice little fella. But yeah, I have been playing my... been kind of bounced between what to stream next, and like, doesn't help that I like took a few weeks off from streaming as a whole, between watching another charity stream, or watching another stream that was going on for the whole weekend, and just having a bit of off days with commentary. Didn't Kirby kill an ending because of a giant back and forth for a treasure chest that involved... Oh, the good old classic story of Kirby Squeak Squad. An iconic tale in the tale of storytelling. Like, this is definitely harder than the original Kirby Land, but I can imagine myself, like, playing this off-stream on my own time. The real challenge is gonna be if I can do it while doing commentary. I kinda get the feeling the answer's gonna be no, but we can at least see how far I get. Hello, Bean. I'm so happy that I finished Kaizo Mario 64 no save states. That is a sentence I never want to read out loud, let alone actually do. So, kudos on you. Good for you, I should say. Yeah, it's like, closest I've done to Kaizos is hard modes of Golden Sun and Paper Mario games. Like, like I played Darkstar, which is a mod of Paper Mario that's harder than vanilla. I wouldn't quite call it Kaizo when Paper Mario Master Quest exists. I'm not touching that with a 6-foot pole, at least without putting it into Junior, specifically just so I can experience the new things without it being crazy difficult. Like, the back end of Darkstar was hard enough for me as is, and Paper Mario is probably one of the games I'm more familiar with. Like, I don't know if there's a game that I could quote actually do a Kaizo of besides Golden Sun, and even then, let's see where it boots me. You're a long-time Super Mario 64 speedrunner, so yeah, running ROM hacks of Star Road on an original game, and more. Oh, neat, it just boots you back to the very beginning. If I would have realized that, I would have just stopped playing this game and pull up something else on GBA And so, but since we're already back in the level, I'll give it one more shot. Would be cool to at least make it to the next world, but I like Kaizo, but I'm never playing Super Mario World Kaizo. That's fair, like, the thing with Kaizo, the whole thing that separates it from just a hard mod, to my understanding, is the fact that it's built, it's made for people with very high experience in the game that they're doing the Kaizo of, to just know the very ins and outs of the game itself. So it's perfectly, as far as I'm concerned, it's perfectly valid to enjoy a Kaizo of one game series or game, but not be able to do it for another, because it's like when you're getting the Kaizo level, it kind of gets to the point of needing to know the game, like I said, needing to know the game itself from the inside out. So it's kind of why I can never do a Kaizo of a Mario game. Like, I mean, look at me playing Kirby. But as I was saying, the only platformer that I feel that's our connection to is the Donkey Kong Country series. Even then, it's been a very long time since I last... That was like just because it was a childhood platformer game to me, and I grew up with Donkey Kong over Mario. But even then, I don't know if I know the game, feel confident enough with the games, especially after not playing them for so long, to be able to do Kaizo of even something like that. Oh, but I like DK, but DK is... God, why did you have to remind me that it's been 10 years since Tropical Freeze? I wouldn't even say that it's dead. Like, it's... The problem is that Retro Studios revived Donkey Kong. And then Papa Nintendo said, we want you back for Metroid. And we haven't heard from Donkey Kong since. I wonder why. So I wouldn't say it's dead, but I would say we're not gonna, unless someone else is willing to take the mantle, we are not seeing anything with Donkey Kong until Retro is done with Metroid Prime 4, and I get the feeling that most of us on the gaming sphere are pretty well aware of the hardships that Metroid Prime 4 has been going through as of late. Yeah, I'm not really a Metroid player either, Speedy. I think the most I've ever actually played a Metroid was just to open it up in NSO, and like 2 seconds in, I'm like, I'll play this later. Oh yeah, I guess I could technically play Metroid Prime 1 and 3, kinda, sort of. Like, I played Metroid Prime 1 on a friend's console, but Metroid Prime 3 I actually own, but never finished, because the problem I have with Prime games is I get lost. I get lost way too easy in video games. And I played these two games when I was much younger, so it's kind of just like, I pick up the game, I get lost, I give up. I kind of get the feeling that's why I've never not been a big fan of the open world direction that video games feel like they've been going in lately. It's a little different with open world, but I want... Oh, hold on, I think I actually have a shot to beat this. I'll look at chat in a little bit. A chance doesn't mean guaranteed, but we'll see. Okay, 2 more shots. I got 1 more hit. Good lord, I wish I wish it was like the newer Kirby games where I could just tap A to fly. I feel like that's been my biggest detriment with the game. Good lord. Oh, I guess I still have 1 more life. But I want to play down the GBA, or Fusion. But I'm not sure how much is just like... Commentary is just making me... Commentary is making me dumb. I feel like what a lot of this boils down to. Oh. You know... Papa Sakurai had Kirby. He had you be able to spit, inhale, and spit. You can't copy, but you can still swallow things. And because and copy abilities didn't exist yet, it does nothing. Why? Okay, we ended the game over. Stream's not over yet, but I think we've done everything There's still more I want to do with the stream, but I think I've played this more than enough. That hard mode is crazy, right? It is certainly a big step up from the initial Kirby Land. Maybe even a little more than I was expecting it to be. I think it's like just at just the right level that... I think it's just at just the right level of difficulty that I would want to do more with it on my own time.